Heightened drama and ridiculously long feuds keep viewers coming back for more in the best British soap operas. The top British soap opera shows tell ongoing stories about characters who would do anything for each other and others who would betray their own families to get ahead. This is a list of the top 10 best British soap operas. River City is a television soap opera, which was first broadcast on BBC Scotland on the 24th of September 2002. River City features the lives of the people who live and work in the fictional district of Shieldinch in Glasgow, Scotland. The soap opera is shot on a staged set, which includes a street, interiors of a pub, bistro, cafe, various small businesses, subway station, and basketball court. Family Affairs was a British soap opera that was aired on Channel 5. It debuted the 30th of March 1997 and screened as 5 30-minute episodes each week. The series never achieved high ratings, so the producers conducted several drastic revamps of the series. There were several wholesale changeovers of the cast, and the premise of the series was refocused from a family in a quiet suburb, to a range of different people living on a bustling outer London street. On the 2nd of August 2005, Channel 5 announced they would not renew Family Affairs. Production ceased on the 4th of November, and the final episode was broadcast on the 30th of December 2005. The series was shot on video to give a film look. In 1999 and 2004, single episodes used standard video presentation for testing purposes. Producer Sean O'Connor changed to standard video presentation from September 2005 until the final episode. Take the High Road was a British soap opera produced by Scottish Television, set in the fictional village of Glendarroch, which started in February 1980 as an ITV daytime soap opera, and was dropped by most stations in the 1990s, although Scottish Television, Grampian Television, Border Television and Ulster Television continued to screen the programme until the last episode. The programme has developed a cult following. Doctors is a British medical soap opera which first broadcast in the United Kingdom on BBC One on the 27th of March 2000. Set in the fictional Midlands town of Lethbridge, defined as being close to the city of Birmingham, the soap follows the staff and their families of a doctor's surgery. Eldorado was a British soap opera that ran for only 1 year, from the 6th of July 1992 to the 9th of July 1993. Set in the fictional town of Los Barcos on the Costa del Sol in Spain and following the lives of British and European expatriates, the BBC hoped it would be as successful as EastEnders and replicate some of the sunshine and glamour of imported Australian soaps such as Home and Away and Neighbours. A co-production between the BBC and independent production company Cinema Verity, Eldorado aired 3 times a week in a high-profile evening slot on the mainstream channel BBC One, filling the slot vacated by Terry Wogan's chat show Wogan, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:00 p.m. In spite of a high-profile advertising campaign on television, radio, and in the press preceding the launch, the programme was not initially a popular hit with viewers and critics. Ratings improved with a radical overhaul, but it was eventually cancelled by the new controller of BBC One, Alan Yentub. Brookside was a British soap opera set in Liverpool, England. The series began on the launch night of Channel 4 on the 2nd of November 1982, and ran for 21 years until the 4th of November 2003. Originally intended to be called Meadowcroft, the series was produced by Mersey Television and it was conceived by Phil Redmond, who also devised Grange Hill and Hollyoaks. Brookside became very successful and was often Channel 4's highest-rated programme for a number of years in the 1980s and early 1990s, with audiences regularly in excess of 8 million viewers. It is notable for its tackling of realistic and socially challenging storylines. From the mid-1990s it began raising more controversial subjects under the guidance of new producers such as Mal Young and Paul Marquis. It is especially well known for broadcasting the first pre-watershed lesbian kiss on British television in 1994, as well as a powerful domestic abuse storyline resulting in murder. In 1996, the series caused an uproar when it featured a storyline of a consensual incestuous sexual relationship between two sibling characters. Hollyoaks is a British soap opera which began airing on Channel 4 on the 23rd of October 1995. It was created by Phil Redmond, who had previously conceived the soap opera Brookside. Since May 2005, episodes have been aired on sister Channel E for a day prior to their broadcast on Channel 4. At its inception, the soap was targeted towards an adolescent and young adult audience but has since broadened its appeal to all age groups. Hollyoaks has covered various taboo subjects rarely seen on British television, for which it has received numerous awards. It has won the award for Best British Soap twice, in 2014 and 2019. Its first win broke the 15-year tie between rival soap operas EastEnders and Coronation Street. Beginning with a cast of 15 characters, it now has upwards of 50 regular cast members. The longest-serving actor is Nick Pickard, who has portrayed Tony Hutchinson since the first episode. Emmerdale, known as Emmerdale Farm until 1989, is a British television soap opera that is broadcast on ITV. The show is set in Emmerdale, known as Beckendale until 1994, a fictional village in the Yorkshire Dales. Created by Kevin Laffan, Emmerdale Farm was first broadcast on the 16th of October 1972. Interior scenes have been filmed at the Leeds studios since its inception. Exterior scenes were first filmed in Arncliffe in Littondale, and the series may have taken its name from Emmerdale, an ancient name of Littondale. Originally broadcast twice weekly, the series began airing 6 times a week in 2017. The program was conceived by scriptwriter Tony Warren. Warren's initial proposal was rejected by the station's founder Sidney Bernstein, but he was persuaded by producer Harry Elton to produce the program for 13 pilot episodes. The show has since become a significant part of English culture. Coronation Street is made by ITV Granada at Media City UK and shown in all ITV regions, as well as internationally. In 2010, upon its 50th anniversary, the series was recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's longest-running television soap opera. Initially influenced by the conventions of kitchen sink realism, Coronation Street is noted for its depiction of a down-to-earth, working-class community, combined with light-hearted humor and strong characters. The show currently averages around 6 million viewers per episode. The show premiered its 10,000th episode on the 7th of February 2020, and celebrated its 60th anniversary later that year. EastEnders is a British soap opera. The first episode was broadcast in the United Kingdom on BBC One on the 19th of February 1985. EastEnders storylines examine the domestic and professional lives of the people who live and work in the fictional London borough of Walford in the East End of London. The series primarily centres on the residents of Albert Square, a Victorian square of terraced houses, and its neighbouring streets, namely Bridge Street, Turpin Road and George Street.